seemed like the NBA playoffs are just underway. It was a good weekend. Specifically, we gonna talk about the Lakers.
Okay.
We gonna talk about them
today.
Lakers. But it seems like Austin Reeves and Hashimura, those guys stepped up big time. We all thought that AD was gonna be out for the playoffs. Talking about he couldn't move his arm.
He couldn't. He was in a lot of pain. Yeah, he was in a lot of pain.
Next thing you know, he came out of the second half as if he wasn't hurt at all. I'm like, did they give him some of that LeBron James PED stuff in a halftime locker room or what?
I'm gonna say this to you: the Lakers came out like I thought they would. I knew they was gonna come out pretty focused. They're a bigger team, much bigger team. Without what's his name? The player, the center for Memphis,
Jaren
I'm
Jackson.
drawing a blank. Not Jaren Jackson, the one that's hurt.
Steven Adams.
Steven Adams. As long as Steven Adams is hurt, Steven Adams is a big deal. Charles Barkley said that yesterday. And a lot of people don't listen to Charles, but Charles knows what he's talking about. Steven Adams is a dog.
Yes, he is.
And for him to be hurt, it's a problem.
Yes,
it's really a problem. They don't have anybody that's blocking that can box them out of anything.
I forgot where he's from, but he's one of those European players. He's
but he's the strongest man. I think he's the strongest player in the NBA. He's a big dude. You know, like I said, he really is Aquaman. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And because Jackson, I like him a lot. I really do. I'm okay with Ja. Of course, I hate Dylan. Bane's a good basketball player. I really like Jackson. But he can't play center against Anthony Davis and LeBron. He was mixing LeBron ass up that first half. He really was. But by the fourth quarter, AD, Chamura, LeBron, you know what I'm saying? They throwing bodies at him. He going to be beat. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Jaren Jackson, he can be Defensive Player of the Year because he plays that type of roamer as long as Steven Adams is in a paint. He can kind of roam and get like a lot of block shots and stuff. So that's where he's effective. But just having him sit in the paint, guarding like the biggest man, that's not his strongest suit. So, yes, Memphis will definitely have problems. And as much as I love Ja, he's a dynamic player. But what frustrates me about Ja is that sometimes he plays so reckless. You don't have to go into the paint and try to dunk over 7-foot guys. You don't try to do that all the time. He's a small guy. He's going to have a short career if he's constantly doing that. So that's why he ended up getting hurt. He's trying to dunk over Anthony Davis. Like, dude, you got to pick your battles.
Right. And if you catch Anthony Davis once every blue, cool. Hey, but Anthony Davis had about 5 blocks before you did that.
Yes.
He was playing defense. He was on his grind.
Mm-hmm.
He was definitely on his grind yesterday, man. And like I say, man, if he healthy, and he wasn't even a vocal point. Defensively, he was the anchor, but he really wasn't the offensive guy. If Anthony Davis missed I'm telling you, and I love Golden State. I would love to see them play Golden State in the next round. But Sacramento looking kind of fierce themselves. But if it's the Lakers and Anthony Davis is healthy, I really believe it's going to be hard to beat them in 7 games. Like, I haven't seen LeBron and Anthony Davis. It's only been once, a little fucking bubble. But I've never seen them get beat 4 out of 7 when they healthy. I never seen Draymond Green, Steph, and Clay get knocked out in their whole career.
Well,
7 games.
It was except for the 2016 finals when everybody was relatively healthy. Back in the
Clay
day.
got hurt, remember? No, Clay got hurt.
You talking about 2016?
When he tried to do the dunk.
No.
Oh, when LeBron beat him. Yeah.
Yeah,
right,
that's
right.
yes, that's 20. That was 2019 actually when Clay got hurt in that game 6 against Toronto. But yeah, yes, you want to see all these guys play healthy and let the best team win. But
right.
my thing is, Yes, the Lakers are playing pretty good. So, are y'all ready to anoint LeBron as like the next champion, or I mean, where is all this credit going to go to? Is it going to go to LeBron? Is it going to go to AD?
Or Anthony Davis? That's a great question.
Or would the credit go to Rob Pelinka? Who's gonna get the lion's share of the credit?
Hey, Rob Pelinka behind closed doors. I can guarantee you though, before LeBron make another decision, they'll let him go before they let Rob Pelinka go.
Yeah. I mean,
like I said, Charles said it last night. These dudes they got on the bench are NBA basketball players now, not a bunch of G League players.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the well, you know, I always love D'Angelo Russell anyway. You remember that.
Mm-hmm.
But I love Schroeder. I think he messed his own money up. I mean, because he really did. But I love the fact either one, whichever one is hot. I like Caruso. I like the Lakers team, but like I said, I've been watching them since the trade, and I've been noticing some things that I'm starting to like. And then it just, you know, they started to hit their stride. Now I say that, but I have to ask you this question. I love my Lakers, but the Phoenix Suns and Los Angeles Clippers, Mister, that, like I told a couple of guys at work today, that's not the Clippers versus the Phoenix Suns. That's niggas who can hoop against niggas who can hoop. like for real. Like those are ballers. Like it was so great to see Kawhi Leonard sticking Kevin Durant and Kevin Durant sticking Kawhi Leonard and Devin Booker sticking Russell Westbrook and Westbrook sticking. I mean, it's like that. Like this guy said it. It might have been 5, 6. It might have been 4 or 5 Hall of Famers out there on that court. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I mean, that's how it used to be back in the day. Like, you had stars guarding stars, but, like, right now, stars don't really want to put themselves out there to be, like, embarrassed or, you know, they don't want to work too hard on the defensive side of the ball versus, you know, Michael Jordan's day. Because, you know, Michael and Scottie, yes, these are the two best players on the team. They will guard the two best players on the opposing team if they're guards or forwards.
Right. They going to stick Magic and Elder Campbell. You know what I'm saying? They going to stick Byron Scott and Magic. They going to stick Clyde and Jerome Curse. They going to stick Barkley and Dumas. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Dude, when I saw Kawhi sticking KD, then KD, dude, it's so crazy. People don't understand. We don't get that, like you said, anymore.
Mm-hmm.
These are best two players. Like I said, I told Miko last night, I said, these two players might be the top 5 players in the world sticking each other. You know, and Kawhi was on fire. And that's the playoff Kawhi.
And he haven't played in the playoffs in 2 years.
Listen, and like what they said last night, maybe we did forget how good Kawhi was. Maybe we did. I still think things can come out in 6 or 7. I really think it'll be 7. I really think they can win in 7, but that game, that to me, and I love the Golden State Sacramento game. I'm gonna enjoy them tonight as well. But I thought the Clippers and Phoenix was the best game, period, over the weekend.
Yeah, based off the highlights and the box score, yeah, it seemed like it was an exciting game. Golden State and Sacramento, that was very exciting. Even the Memphis and Lakers game, that was exciting. I mean, it seemed like it was lopsided by the final score, but if you look at that game, I mean, they were pretty much it was like within one possession, and then next thing you know, like the wheels just fell off with Memphis, and we're not even sure if Ja's going to play in game 2.
That's what I was going to ask you, man. Ja looked really hurt. Like he looked like they're not telling y'all. Because they said Tyler Hero going 4 to 6 weeks. That meant that he's going for the rest of the year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't say nothing about Ja. And Ja said, I'm doubting about playing game 2. And Memphis going to be on the road for game 2. You know it, I know it. They might beat the Lakers by 10. But game 3 and game 4 going to be rough.
Mm-hmm.
And then that game, and if they down 3-1, that game 5 gonna be a bitch.
Right. What about Giannis?
You
Because
know,
he had actually left out the game as well. He had a hip contusion.
yeah, he had a very bad hip contusion, and he just screams loud as Morant. When Morant screams, if your TV was on mute, you still heard John Morant scream.
Yes.
But for real, if it was on mute, you still heard him scream. But that was a hard fallback, Giannis. They say Giannis gonna be back, and I understand they're a good team without him. Mister, that was a hard. First off, it was a charge. It really was a charge. They called foul, but it was a charge on Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I said, to top everything off, I don't think Middleton is 100%.
Yeah, he won't be 100% at least this year. For the rest of this playoff run, he's just been banged up literally all year. But they do have some depth.
I don't know if he'll be hurt. I want him to be back for game 2. I'm not sure. I'm not counting on it though. I don't think he'll be. Of course, he won't be 100% if he come back. So they'll probably play Wednesday.
Yeah, even if he did play, they may cap him at like a certain point. Because Giannis, he's not a high minutes type of guy anyway. He averaged roughly 30 to 35 minutes a game.
Yeah, he don't put it.
Yeah, so yeah, he don't put like a lot of wear and tear on his wheels. So, but yeah, I expect for him to be back. I mean, he is a tough guy. Even during the finals, when he was supposed to, like any other player, probably would have missed the whole finals. But when he beat Phoenix, he came back and played pretty well from game 2 on.
Yeah, he did. Who surprised you after seeing the first 8 games? Who really you surprised in and maybe think they might be good or they might not be as good?
There's only 2 games that I really saw this whole weekend. That was the Laker game, and I saw the Cavs and the Knicks. And Jalen Brunson, he is a baller.
Oh, he is a real hoop.
He is a baller. I mean, I remember when his dad played for the Bulls. He was just a journeyman role player. I mean, he was cool. He could score the ball, but I believe Jalen, he may have been born in Chicago, maybe at the time, okay. or I'm sorry, at least raised in Chicago during the time when his dad was playing here. But yeah, man, right. he got that grit in him, man. I mean, he don't try to be a diva or a prima donna. I mean, he just go out there, do his job. Right. He don't talk a lot of shit. He just go out there and play his ball. Yes, exactly.
Like a little Kawhi Leonard,
Right.
He just do everybody, and I was right there with everybody. When the Knicks offered him that much money and he left, I said, oh my God. Between him and, of course, Julius Randle and the boys in New York with Thibodeau coaching, they could beat Cleveland.
Yes. And Jalen Brunson, even though his name is not a household name like that, I would consider him like a top-tier X factor. Every team need to have an X factor, just like with the Lakers. They got Austin Reeves. He is a real X factor. He could go out there and score you at least 20 points a game and have like 6 assists and 7 rebounds. I mean, he is the type of player, and he don't make a lot of mistakes. He don't turn the ball over like that. He is a very smart basketball player. If every team got a guy like that,
all right.
If every team have a guy like Jalen Brunson or Austin Reeves, you could go a long way.
Go ahead.
Yeah, man. If every team can have players like that, man, they could go a long way. And still, I really don't know why Dallas couldn't re-sign Jalen Brunson. I mean, yes, his name is not a household name. I get that, but when he was with you, he was very effective.
Very. And then you would have had to trade for Kyrie. You could have got another big man, which I really need.
Right. They wouldn't have got rid of their defensive depth because they got rid of, what was that? Dennis Finney-Smith, like that. Yeah, I forgot his name, but yeah. They had to give up some depth.
They got rid of Dinwiddie. They got rid of Dinwiddie.
Right. But Dinwiddie and Kyrie, they're kind of like a wash. But Kyrie, he's more the better end of that deal because of his offense. And Kyrie does try on defense. I give him that.
I was just kind of disappointed. When he got traded, that was the 5th season. When Kyrie came to the Mavericks, They were the fifth seed in the playoffs. They didn't even make the play-in game. They didn't make the play-in.
Well, they kind of tanked on purpose as well.
Yeah. I got 900,000 reasons why I believe it.
I mean, but did that really affect the Bulls' chances of making the play-in? Because had Dallas won that game, was the Bulls still in danger of missing the play-in?
I don't know. No, I think they was already locked in that in.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think the Wizards were still maybe a couple 2 or 3 games behind.
Okay.
But I can honestly say this about this first weekend, this first Saturday and Sunday worth of games. They were really playing basketball. They really played basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They were really, every possession counted. Everybody was hyped. The fans were louder. I really saw that. I saw it, and like I said, especially when that Kings and Clippers game. It was all shit talk, and it seemed like old basketball to me. It really did.
Yeah, really unfortunately, I had to miss out on that game because I was kind of tired yesterday. I worked the overnight shift the other night, so I was just kind of out of it throughout the whole day. But I did want to make a conscious effort. Right. Well, I did want to make a conscious effort to watch the Laker game because I was able to get a nap in prior to the game starting. So, yeah, I was able to, focus in and watch that for a little bit. So, but so what you looking forward to in game 2 and as far as these games that you really paying attention to?
Like I said, definitely game 2 I'm looking for. I'm looking for more rebounds and stuff again. The Lakers to win the front court, but I think the Memphis Grizzlies might win game 2.
Even without Ja?
I think they're gonna. Yeah, I just think they're gonna be so energized and they're gonna be pumped. I think if they win anything, I think they'll win game 2. I think Golden State will win tonight against the Sacramento Kings. With the Kings, the first time I want to, before we go any further, I do want to give a shout out to my California, the Bear State, my favorite state. They have all 4 of their teams in the NBA playoffs, and the Texas has no team in the playoffs. The first time, all 4 teams are in the playoffs from California. From the state of California. Did you know that?
I mean, why is that relevant?
It's just never been done. It was to have 3 teams from Texas that didn't make it. It's just a little nugget. I love the West Coast, so when it comes to things like that, that's just a nice gem to have. You love. I go to say, hey, I can live in Sacramento just because they're in California. And the Lakers and Clippers are, like I said, they're not so.
You know what?
But I just,
as far as the Western Conference playoffs, though, most of the teams are in California, and you got Phoenix, you got Denver, Minnesota. So it's not much travel going on as far as for the road games. Well, except for LA going to Memphis, but
that's only. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's
outside of Memphis, West Coast teams are not really traveling that much.
Nah, and you know what's funny? Since we are talking about that, they have to do that skip. They got to skip an extra day and everything because the Lakers and the Clippers are on the road. So when they're at home, they have to skip something because they use the same court.
Well, that's assuming if they both advance.
No. I mean, they still got the same court to do their home games right now.
Oh, okay. Right. I mean, okay, so.
And they played the same day.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering why, these games were, so spread out.
And it's going to be a long, long, long playoff draft for the Los Angeles Lakers. You heard it here first. Hey, you see me just I something there right here at the front. All right, have a great one. As you can see, I'm still a hot Lakers fan, so all my peers and customers out here on my route. Everybody does know I feel green, blue, and gold.
Okay.
They said, wait. They said, Eric, you was talking bad about the Lakers early in the season. You just started watching them once they got the trade. You ain't been talking about the Lakers all year. I said, I don't talk about my wife, but you still my wife. They was like that.
Hey, those bars right there.
That's bars. That's not like that. I don't talk about my wife, but you still my wife.
All right.
When I do talk about it, y'all shit. But I really think we're gonna enjoy this. Like I said, like you said, I think the Knicks might be a little surprised, especially depending on how this Giannis injury goes.
Right.
And then I still don't see nobody beating Boston. Like I said, I had Boston and Golden State at the beginning of the season. I would love it if it's Boston Lakers versus Celtics, of course. But my picks are still in right now. I mean, they looking good. They're gonna look good. They're looking good.
So just to get you on record, who do you have in the finals, and who's going to win the finals?
Technically, I would love it to be, like I said, the Celtics and the Lakers and the Celtics, with the Lakers winning. But if it's not, I think it'll be Golden. At the beginning of the season, we got it on record: Golden State versus the Boston Celtics Part 2, and I still see Golden State winning in 7 in Boston Garden. In the Garden.
Okay. All right. Well,
and you, for the record again?
I have Phoenix playing the Bucks, but this time Phoenix winning. And Devin Booker will be the finals MVP.
You got 2 years to go finals. You got 2. Well, yeah, you got 2 years to go finals when I got last year's finals.
Right. But this time I got Devin Booker winning the finals MVP.
Over Kevin Durant.
Yeah. I mean, they both are going to be playing fine. I mean, you're going to get you could pencil both of them at least 25 a game. But Devin Booker, with Devin Booker, I think he's just going to go to a different level, having those finals experiences. I mean, he played pretty well in his first finals, but yeah, I think Booker's going to get it this time.
He played great last night. I mean, he played both ends of the ball last night. He really did. I mean, it was just a great game. That's what I said. It was a great game all together in unison with the Clippers and the Suns. He had a great game last night, but at the end of the game, Westbrook blocked his ass and blocked the ball off him. And that was an MVP. Like I say, it's like 4 or 5 Hall of Famers on this court right now.
Yeah, Also, with Booker's case, he don't got to worry about that Kardashian curse hovering over his head, deep in the playoff run. So I think he'll be more focused, at least this year.
He still thinks about them. Look, I hear you.
Man, that chick that moved on.
Hey, look, yeah, she done moved on, but she like, don't know a lot of us moved on. The guys don't know pretty good.
I think she moved on to Bad Bunny.
Yeah, you don't need to speak English. Oh, nothing. No, I know that's racist. You can edit that. Yeah, but it is what it is. But I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna be podcasting about it all the way up into June.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, like, I'm really not going to get really into the playoffs like that until midway in the second round. I mean, right now, you usually got so many teams in it, so I'll just wait for a couple teams to be eliminated. Then I'll start paying more attention to it.
Right.
So, but yeah, man. I mean, just this whole weekend, I watched like half of the Knicks and the Cavs game, and I saw the whole Lakers game, and that was it. So I really wasn't into it like that. But yeah, moving forward after the first round,
games,
right? Yeah, as far as the box score, what I saw, it was like a lot of blowouts, but those games that were pretty close, like the Warriors and the Kings. I mean, I'm sure that was a exciting game to watch live, but midway in the second round, I'll definitely get more into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, but yeah, man, I just want to hit you up real quick, man, and get your take on the whole Lakers game and some other NBA news that's going on out there.
All right, definitely, man.
Hi, y'all. Robin E. Cornerstone Podcast. It's going to come to share the content, and we see out in a little bit.
All right, babe.